C Spire is a Mississippi-born and Mississippi-based business, and we treasure Mississippi like only a Mississippi-based business can do. As we evolved into C Spire several years ago, we still held on to our wireless roots, but that was with an eye towards the future. It was with this idea that we could be transformative for the state. We're here in the Children's Museum. C Spire contributed $1.5 million to make this a reality. We've contributed over $2.5 million for scholarships to Mississippi students over the years, and we've been involved in countless other educational opportunities supporting efforts like this to move Mississippi forward and to prepare our students for the jobs of tomorrow.
Our goal as a Mississippi company is to help move Mississippi K through 12 education forward. We are a Mississippi owned and operated company. Our owners management team, and this sounds kind of hokey, but our owners management team have to look our customers in the eyes every day. We see you at church, we see you at the football games. And again, that's what we're about as a company.
As we evolved to C Spire, it allowed us to do more things, to offer more of those technologies of the future, such as cloud services that we're providing out of our Tier 3+ data center that we built in Starkville. Could have built it anywhere in the world, but we decided to put it in Starkville because Mississippi's home for us. We are launching fiber to the home services throughout the state, and what that means for these students is that you have gigabit internet connectivity, both downstream and upstream, and can do anything that you want to do on the internet with a global connection at ultra high speeds, speeds that are the equivalent of anything in the world and surpass most speeds anywhere in the world. We're excited about that. We know that's the infrastructure of the future. It's not enough, though, just to put the infrastructure out there. We need programs like this. We need kids learning to code so that they can grasp those tools that we're putting in their hands and they can make the most use of it.
In order to provide what I call a one-to-one initiative, you have to have wireless access points in there, and that's where we come into play with our managed Wi-Fi system, where we come into a school and we can do it 2 or 3 different ways. We can put a access point in every classroom, divide one-to-one initiative. Or if a school's not ready for that, we can put access points in every other classroom, or just do a simple hallway model, and they can build upon that.
That in just a few years, there's going to be a need for 1.4 million coders in this country. We're on track right now to have 400,000 computer science students to fill 1.4 million computer science jobs. Several years ago, decades ago even, a lot of folks that I went to high school with learned to weld. Okay? They take the blowtorch, they take the metal, they learn to weld either through classes in high school or through their local Votech center. And some of the people I graduated with went on to great careers as welders. They made a lot of money. They were in high demand. They became master welders. And they would either create something new, or they would take pieces that somebody else had built and they would weld them together to make something larger. And coding can be like that. When you learn to code, you can either create something entirely new, or you can take pieces of software that someone else has created and you can weld those together digitally to make a larger package. When we put technology out there, like our gigabit fiber to the home connectivity, it's not too hard to imagine students just like yourselves, a year or 2 from now, maybe even now, who wake up in small town Mississippi or urban Mississippi, and in your inbox, your email inbox, you've had a package of software come in from Europe and another package come in from Asia overnight, and you spend your day coding, combining those 2 pieces of software into a larger package. At the end of the day, you send your work back out to Europe, back out to Asia. You get paid for this. You can do this anywhere that you have a broadband connectivity. And that can be your job. What that means for a state like Mississippi, where we have rural towns that are facing the brain drain problem and have been for years, is that if coders have access to these broadband connections, they can continue to live where they grew up. We're not training students to go to other states and other jobs somewhere far off. We're training students to take care of that, to utilize that technology, and to take care of the communities where they grew up and to be contributors to the communities where they grew up.
You know, again, as a Mississippi owned and operated company, our employees live here. We employ about 1,600 people, the vast majority of those here in the Mississippi. We want to move Mississippi forward.